There we go. Now, why do I have this extra inserter? Why do I have this extra inserter? It's actually needed to maintain compression, fully compressed lanes on these. It's a little annoying, but yeah, the swing speed, at least at the time I had set this up, maybe now that I think I have a higher stack size than I did before, it shouldn't be as big of an issue, but yeah, it was just to help maintain the proper throughput. Just the swing speed caused issues. That was the problem there. Uh, yeah, so just, 8 times. Just I don't need the pipe. That'd be ideal. Not to have the pipe. 6 and a 7, 8. There's our Coke. Simple. Simple, really. Would help if I actually had belt. Hey, car. I hear you had belt in you. Give me some of that belt that you have in you. Yeah, inserters. Need the inserters, too. That would be great. Pretty sure the car also has inserters, so... Yep, grab those. Thank you for the inserters. Do all the stuffs. That is such a beautiful bird's nest of power pole wires. I just wanna point out just how beautiful the bird's nest is of the power pole wires. It's absolutely glorious. It's absolutely glorious. We've got I see they're pointing down. They're down arrows. I saw down arrows. Now I see something completely different. That I see a house. Now I see a row of houses. I see like the old like sign like symbols, trees, stuff. Yeah. So, getting the coal in would be valuable. I'm just gonna copy. Ooh, hello. Copy paste is great. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alrighty then. Just clean this up a little bit. Cole, come thither. You have a job to do. Just gotta get all this done. Why we need this much coal going into steel? I do have a clue, but why this much? I don't know. So coke into steel is like, duh, that's okay. That makes sense. But this scale though, the scale though of this, wow, it's a lot. It's the mythical allet. Have you ever heard of the mythical allet? It's a majestic beast. the majestic allet. It's allet of coal. The have you ever heard of the coal allet? The coke allet. Allet made out of coke. It's allet of coke. I need a warehouse with 8 inputs. Just to keep it organized. And yes, this will be a lot of belt. Just so we're clear. This will be a lot of belt. I should compress. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do, but after getting these lines drawn, after I draw all of these wonderful lines, that's when I'll do the compression. Just saving belt over the longer distance that I need to run the stuff. That is not the alignment. This is the alignment. There we go. Coke. And I'll have a nice warehouse that I can use for the coke.
Sorry,
Echo, stop!
sure
Stop! Stop! I didn't even call it. It just did its thing when I said coke. How is coke even remotely close to saying echo? How is that even remotely close to that word? I don't know. I do not know. I may have to change it to be activated when I say Alexa instead. Just because of how often we say things like nickel around here and it thinks I'm calling it. Somehow it thinks nickel is its call word and it's not. See, I'm trying to avoid that. So what is our problem? What is our problem? Why are we not getting enough? Because apparently 24 is 14.4, not 15. Apparently I need 25 to hit 15. Oh joy. Oh bliss. I need just one more. Just one more. AKA just 2 more. How do I not have... How is there not enough? How is there not enough machines? Who knows? Stuff and things. I need even more mining drills. Even more mining drills are required, because that's not pretty. Alright, I said I was gonna do the compression stuff right afterwards, so I will do said thing. All the belts are connected, yes. That's fine. The belts are connected, I just need extra mining drills, just an extra set on each of the 8 lines. And that will give me the full compression here at the end. Because it's just not enough coal coming in to these. That's fine. So, no, I don't actually want that. I want it like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's glorious. 1 belt is missing on a miner. Added at the end. You know I'm coming back, right? You know I'm gonna come back with more mining drills and I'll probably see it happen. There. And there. And there. And there. And there. And okay. That was so cryptic. How, like, how? How do you notice these things? That was so cryptic. Uh, okay. So we have 8. We have 8 here. So this is exactly what I'm going to do. The sad part is I still need more than 1 belt of compressed, because a compressed belt is only 5. Only 5 on a yellow belt. It's 5x compression. So, yep. I still need to like bring 2 belts up. We also almost have our chromium processing level 3. By the way, we're just about there. Let's grab some mining drills. This ends up being really close to the bus, by the way. Like, oh, that's really close. But I need to resupply. Hello, Tech. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Tech. What do I take next? So we sort of have all of the ore processing stuff available now. Um, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Not at Super Steel. Nope, not happening. Uh, so things. Would this be a thing that I would consider doing? No, frankly, no, not even. I could. What is this? Oh, yeah, I sort of want the solder. Like, actually, I am very tempted to pick up the lead processing, not because of the actual high grade stuff, which is good. Don't get me wrong, the high grade stuff is good. Z3 reagent is a little bit of a pain, but otherwise it's manageable. It's manageable, and it will be buffed soon, ish, on the high grade stuff. So that'll be glorious once we get that. But I want the solder. I want this solder recipe. That is a good solder recipe. You will never convince me that that is not a good solder recipe. I shall not be convinced that it is not a good solder recipe. Right. Okay. Vanadium. Vanadium now has its proper name. It is now properly called vanadium pentoxide. It is no longer vanadium oxide. It is now proper. It is now true. The true name of vanadium pentoxide. Alright, I am here for things. What things? Washers, I know I need. So let's grab a couple of those. Let's grab... What? What else? I came here for the resupply. I came here for mining drills. Yes, that would be important. Actually, getting what you came here for. Uh, these guys. Yep, those are good. A few more of those. Um, I think I'm just good now. I have the electric arc furnaces to make molten chromium. I've got some extra high pressures for the graphite. Am I actually doing graphite already? Of course not. Um, But I have some infrastructure to do the graphite. Yeah. Yeah. This will be okay. I'm going to finagle in of the some of the chromite sand into molten, and then bring the molten all the way over to the thing. Yeah, the third solder recipe is the one that's not as great. But the fourth one, the one that we're going to unlock next, that one is awesome. So, what I'm referring to here with solder, if I show this set of recipes, there's solder from lead and tin to get 1. There's solder from lead, tin, and tar to get 2, which is a no-brainer. Absolutely do that. There is copper, silver, tin, and tar to get 4. This ends up being quite expensive versus the previous recipes in terms of just the tin, let alone what you're spending with the silver here. But the last one here is 5 lead, 1 silver, 2 tin, 50 tar into 10 solder, and it's a fast recipe as well. This is a very fast recipe. So this gives you a wonderful amount for the cost. It is definitely worth doing. Upgrading to. Absolutely worth upgrading to. Alright, let's do this thing. Hey, we placed the stuff. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we'll see that begin to propagate, and we'll see these clear up and be full belts again at some point. Ideally. Ideally. How's my power, by the way? It's interesting, because I should have 15.6. How's this looking? Just fine. So then why is this not fully compressed? Stack size on the inserters, probably. Interesting. I find this quite odd. Is it not quite 15? I don't know. It looks like there is a 1 thing gap on occasion. I don't know why. Odd. Why am I not doing it versus quenching? Simple. Yes, it's very simple. The quenching method is more complex. End of discussion. It's more steps than this. Therefore, I'm not doing it. It is greater than 1 step. Therefore, I don't feel like doing it. But yeah, like that is actually the only reason. It makes the math a little bit more difficult, and it's been nerfed, so there's that too. By the way, with the nerf, how did that impact like the ratios? Because there's always been a little bit of a issue with the ratio between the quenching towers and the boffs. How did that red hot coke thing, that nerf, impact that? Yes, it is still better. It is still better than this 1-to-1. Building ratio is unchanged. Oh boy. Well, that sucks. Also, there is the point there is a point I need to make about the red hot coke situation. And that point that needs to be made is that while red hot coke outputs more per unit coal, we have to remember that if your coal is infinite, it does not matter in the slightest. It does not matter in the slightest. The method that you use to get coke. Why does it not matter in the slightest? Because the whole point of the red hot coke processing is to improve efficiency. Well, do I really need to improve the efficiency when my production is basically infinite? If I have a capacity to make as much as I want on demand on a simpler process, why would I use a more complex process? So really, it's just what it comes down to. It's the same thing with going down the pyro ores chain. Like at anything on the pyro chain. You are getting more out for what you put in, yes, but what if you have an infinite capacity to throw the raw resources at the problem? There will absolutely be situations where things happen. Why are you, like, splitting 3 ways? And are you stacked? You are not stacked. You are not stacked. You can't be stacked, because stacked coke doesn't have a fuel value. So, yes, every resource is technically infinite, but individual patches are technically not infinite. If you're running with limited resources on individual patches, you will want to go further down the raw ore chains to make better use out of what you have before you have to move on or train in other resources from other locations. It makes your patches last longer. That is what it does. It makes your patches last longer. When I have several billion units of ore on an ore patch, do I need my ore patch to last longer? No, I don't need my ore patch to last longer. And when I have many patches along the map, granted, fewer patches as I expand out the map due to, like, modifying the resource probabilities a few times. This is where this shows up. This, whether or not to do the quenching recipe on coke, is prime example of how things can change. So speaking of needed change, I need to change this to that, and do that. Success! This is 4 per second sandcastings, by the way, just as a for reference. Just as a for future reference. That was really the only reason I had the tar up there? Okay. Cool. Where's the tar in here? Tar in. Wherefore art thou? There. There thou art. Just do that and hey. We've got tar. Congratulations. Now add power. How do I want to get to power? And I need to connect those there and go up. Up, up, and away! To power for the stuff we go. Alright. What next? So we've got, like, all the unslimed iron processing into Molten. This needs to be moved and removed and yeah, like all this needs to change. And that's going to clutter the inventory with a lot of stuff. But it needs to be done. Needs to be done. So we're doing it. This yeah, that's the thing. Goodbye. Goodbye things. Alright, goodbye, Immortal. We'll see you next time. I'm just gonna be continuing to work on this. In the meanwhile, we're working towards our stainless steel. Auto-saving! Yeah, this will be fine. What I'm actually going to do here is shift this. Yeah, that's better. That's better. I'm also gonna remove this line entirely. This little line that's being brought in can exclusively feed my stuffs here. Is that even enough? I think so. Yeah, that will be fine. The major consumer. Oh yeah, power. Power's. What was I just saying about power? Power is awesome. I need all of it. Needs all the power. Okay. What? Oh. Okay. In there. In there. In there, so I can shift C the hell out of you. Just go away out of my inventory. My inventory needs to invent. Needs more invent. Go away. Alright. Next blueprint. AKA blueprint the next. Blueprint the next. Wherefore art thou? You are in here. This is blueprint the next. Say hello to the blueprint the next. That? Is that right? I think so. Yep, that's right. So, Blueprint the next covers everything else for the exception of the production of the ferrochrome. Where is my car? Vehicle? There. Cool. I need all the buffs that are in the car. All the way down here. Hello. Give me buffs. I need buffs. Buffs are good things. I need them. Need all of them. And I need... Oh, right. That's a problem. Undo. Next is not this. That is not the next blueprint. No. The next blueprint is this. This is the next blueprint. Like, oh my. That is required as the next blueprint. Yeah, we'll place it there. And sand castings and thingies. Yes, that makes total sense. Total sense. Let there be sand castings. Sand casting hype. This will need to be, like, split a few times, but yeah. You're gonna start to appreciate some of this work that we're doing here. And that will be all the iron again. That can just go this way. There you go. Congrats. We have the iron. The iron! The beautiful, glorious iron! It's happening again. It's moving. I didn't bring enough casting machines. Oh noes. Where's that blueprint book? There you go. And then we go into this mess. And then we get this mess. Right next... Excuse me? What did it say was in the way? Rocks, most likely. But, yeah, about that. Build the stuff. Oh, right, this needs a valve. Go, my beautiful nanobots. Do your thing. So there's this mod called Nanobots. You may have heard of it. It helps a little. It's a cool little mod. It helps you build things so that you don't take forever to do stuff. Yeah, so that's that'll be the steel and all the other beautiful stuff. Yeah. Oh, this train station's gonna look fun. That's gonna be fun. Building all that. That's good. That's gonna be nice. Gonna be nice. Yeah, so each of these belts is a belt of coke up to here, up to this one. This one is sand castings. I think it's just sand castings, so I need to shift stuff over. I need to grab more doohickeys. More casting machines, more... Oh, apparently the vehicle has more underground belt. Or not belt, but pipe, so let's put the pipe down. But it looks like I need more, vents. More gas vents are required. gas vents, and belt, of course, and casting machines. Hello, tech. Wow, that's a quick set of techs. Oh boy. Sure, let's improve the braking speed of our trains. Because I've got literally no idea what else I need. We're just grabbing text at random now, pretty much. Yeah, see, this is not 15. What is going on? Like, I can very visibly see that this is not 15 per belt. This is not fully compressed. And it's not for lack of power. It does not look fully compressed. I should make that clear. And I'm seeing we're not fully compressed here. So I know we're not fully compressed on the actual coal. But we have 20% productivity bonus. Why? What is with this? Oh yeah, I need to fix that sometime. Eventually, I will improve the sodium hydroxide output. That day is not today. Minions, bring me stuff. I need all the things. I need casting machines. I don't really need any more boffs, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't really need any more boffs. And I need to look at an arc furnace at molten chromium. That is borax. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate.